morning, Paige. My name is Lauren, and today I'm going to be your student physical therapist. Today we will be doing the ASHRAE submaximal exercise test. This is used to predict VO2 max and can be used to properly prescribe exercise in the future. So Paige has been warming up for about 3 minutes at a low resistance of 25 watts at 50 RPMs. So she's ready to start her test. So I'm going to bump her up to 100 watts because she's a conditioned female. And Paige, I would like you to maintain that 50 RPM cadence. Okay, at the 2-minute mark, I will measure your heart rate, blood pressure, RPE, and then heart rate again. According to Paige's pre-participation screening, she participates in regular exercise, doesn't have cardiovascular disease, metabolic, or renal disease. Additionally, she has no signs or symptoms suggestive of these diseases. Prior to starting, I also took Paige's resting vitals. Her heart rate was 65 beats per minute, blood pressure 108 over 68 millimeters of mercury, and her RPEs were 6. These vitals are all normal, indicating that she is ready to start the test. Additionally, prior to starting the test, the bike seat was properly adjusted to the height of her greater trochanter so that she has correct mechanics while riding the bike. Okay, so we'll wait to the 2-minute mark, and then I'm going to get those vitals from you, Paige. Keep it up. How are you feeling?
Good.
Good. That's good. She has about 45 more seconds before we take those vitals. Good job at keeping that cadence.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm going to take your heart rate first. Have you just relax your head. Next, I'm going to take her blood pressure. All right, I'm going to do heart rate again. Okay, next I'm going to get those RPEs from you. So how are you feeling?
I would say I'm at about an 11.
Okay, thank you. So Paige's heart rate readings for those were both 128. Her blood pressure was 120 over 70 millimeters of mercury, and her RPEs were 11. Her submax range is between 115 and 163 beats per minute. So she is in that sub-max range. So we're gonna make sure for her next reading, if she's within plus or minus 5 of her last heart rate measurements, and she's still in her sub-max zone, then we can terminate or be done with the test. So how are you doing, Paige?
Good.
So some things that I'm monitoring throughout Paige's test is symptoms such as difficulty breathing, chest pain, dizziness. Additionally, I'm monitoring her vitals. So if her systolic blood pressure is greater than 200 millimeters of mercury, or her diastolic blood pressure increases or decreases more than 10 millimeters of mercury, that would be reason to terminate the test. Additionally, for the astrans, if her heart rate is above 170, we would also terminate. So keep it up, Paige. Good job at keeping that cadence. In about 30 seconds, I'll grab your next set of vitals. Keep it up. You're doing great. All right, I'm gonna get that heart rate again. Good job. Keep it up. I'm gonna get that blood pressure from you now. Good job. Keep it up. Just one more heart rate. Let me get those RPEs from you.
I think it's jumped up to a 13.
All right. Okay, so from those results, Paige's heart rate was 132 beats per minute both times. So that is within 5 beats per minute of her last readings and within her sub-max zone. So I am going to go ahead and decrease her back down to 25 watts, and she can begin her warm. Okay, additionally, her blood pressure was 134 over 74 millimeters of mercury, and her RPEs were 13. So as Paige begins her warm-up, or apologies, her cool-down, her vitals should start to drop. So her heart rate, her blood pressure, and her RPEs will all start to go back down to normal, or her rest closer to her resting values. So great job, Paige. Continue that cool down and you'll be done.
Woo! Oh, I'm sweating. I'm so